What if I told you that a country where more than half the population once depended on farming is now on track to become one of the world's biggest economic superpowers? India's economy has transformed dramatically over the past few decades. But how did it happen? And can India really challenge the economic dominance of China and the United States? Let's find out. When India gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1947, it inherited an economy that had been shaped by decades of colonial rule. The country's leaders wanted to avoid dependence on foreign powers, so they adopted a highly protectionist economic model. The government controlled major industries, restricted imports, and introduced a complex system of licenses and regulations known as the License Raj. The goal was simple: make India self-sufficient. While this approach helped build some domestic industries, it also created massive bureaucracy and limited competition. Economic growth remained slow, and India continued to be largely an agricultural nation. Everything changed in 1991. India faced a severe economic crisis. Foreign exchange reserves were running out, debt was rising, and the country was on the verge of default. To avoid collapse, India turned to the International Monetary Fund for assistance. In return, the government agreed to implement major economic reforms. Many state-owned enterprises were privatized, trade barriers were reduced, foreign investment was encouraged, and much of the License Raj was dismantled. For the first time, India opened its to the global economy. The results were extraordinary. As businesses gained more freedom and foreign investment poured in, India's economy began growing at an unprecedented pace. New industries emerged, especially in information technology and business services. Cities like Bengaluru became global technology hubs, attracting companies from around the world. India also benefited from a unique advantage: its large English-speaking population. This made it easier for international companies to do business, and helped India become a global center for outsourcing, customer support, and software development. Millions of people moved from low-productivity jobs into higher-paying sectors, helping reduce poverty and improve living standards. Today, India has one of the largest populations in the world, a rapidly expanding middle class, and a young workforce. As labor costs rise in other manufacturing centers, many global companies are looking for alternatives. India offers a huge labor pool, democratic institutions, a familiar legal framework, and an increasingly business-friendly environment. These factors have made India one of the most attractive destinations for global investment. India's journey from a heavily regulated economy to one of the fastest-growing major economies on Earth is one of the greatest economic transformations in modern history. Challenges like poverty, infrastructure gaps, and inequality still remain. But if India continues to reform and capitalize on its strengths, it could become one of the most powerful economies of the 21st century. The question is no longer whether India will rise. It's how far that rise will go.